What is going on, everybody? It is Refle here, and I'm back with another Refle's anime reviews and discussions. And this time it's more of a discussion than a review, because it's 2016 now, so that means it's time for the yearly top blah 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 of 2015 stuff. And that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna count down my top 10 anime from 2015, and this is my first year kind of diving into anime reviews and stuff on my channel, and I think I did quite a bit. Actually, I'm going to check how many videos I've done to this point. But yeah, overall, I thought it was a very good year for anime. There's a lot of good anime to check out, and a good variety of them also. Because I began with Dragon Ball was my first video, and that was I think it was in it won't show the date, but it was a while ago, and I've done 26 to the point of where I'm recording this, and I think by the time this goes up, it'll probably be 27. 27 or 28. Yeah, so I'm going to cut down my top 10 now. This is all just anime that only appeared in 2015, so nothing that was in 2014 and crossed over to 2015, or nothing from 2015 that's going to cross over to 2016. I mean, like, there's going to be seasons of some of these shows later on, but nothing that's going on right now or was going on and went into 2015. So there's a few second season anime in my top 10. Actually, I think there's like 2 or 3. Yeah, I think there's 3. Yeah, let's just get to the list, shall we? So number 10 is an anime I haven't reviewed yet, but I'm very much planning on doing so. And it's one of my favorite anime, and I have a weird obsession with this show. I absolutely love it, and it is Nisekoi. Nisekoi season 2. So Nisekoi season 1 was, I want to say it was actually my first foray, as they like to say in the business, into romantic comedy anime. I think it was it was, if not my first, it was one of the very first ones. And I really, really liked it a lot, season 1. And then so when season 2 came around, I wasn't actually expecting it, because I heard it was going to take a long time for season 2 to come out. But it only took like a year or something. So I was very much looking forward to it. And season 2 was good. It was. But it wasn't as good as season 1. But it was still top 10 worthy in my opinion. It's a much different flow than season 1 of Nisekoi. It has a lot more focus on introducing new characters, and it really doesn't even touch on the main plot at all in season 2, which is one of the downfalls, because it really focuses on just individual episodes on a certain character in the show, and there's many arcs within season 2. And they barely touch on the main plot. But I still really, really liked it. I still love that show. And I very much hope there's a season 3. I hope to God. I want it so much. So season 3, if you're watching ever, of Nisekoi, we need it. I have to have it. If there's a season 3 of one of these shows, or just if I could have one new season of any of these shows, I'm going to put in this top 10 list, I would say Nisekoi. And there's some shows in here that I really, really like a lot. But I'm so committed to Nisekoi that I need a season 3. But anyways, let's get on to number 9. I freaking love Nisekoi. I'm gonna do a review of it very soon, of season 1. I want to rewatch it again, but yeah. So number 9 is it wrong to try? I want to make sure it was titled. I always forget his title. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Now, this one I didn't really have too high expectations for. I kind of just clicked on it, and I'm like, I'm just gonna see what this show is about. And I wasn't really in love with the first episode through like the first 10-15 minutes, but then something clicked with that. With Is It Wrong? And I just really, really dug it. It just has some good characters, a very cool setting, and I like the idea of it's sort of like a video game dungeon crawler, really, but with kind of like a cool, it's just cool aspects to it. The setting and like the characters involved are all kind of based off like Greek mythology and stuff like that. And the main character, what's his name? It's Bell. Yeah, it's Bell or something like that. He is pretty cool. I think overall I liked him pretty much the whole time. But he's and Hestia is a cool character. Just has a bunch of interesting characters and one of the most badass moments of 2015 in it, surprisingly. Yeah, it's just I just really liked it. I don't know what else to say. There's probably be a season 2 because it was a pretty popular show, but it might take a while because we need to keep writing the visual novels and stuff. But for season 1, it was quite good. I enjoyed it. So number 8 is from fall 2015, and both Nisekoi and Is It Wrong were in spring 2015. So yeah, from fall 2015 is Chivalry of a Failed Knight, and by the time this goes up, I might already have a review up for that, or it'll be right after this video. But it was my second favorite anime from fall 2015, and yeah, just a really good like opening. I really like an opening. Some great kind of fight sequences and some cool characters, and it goes off the traditional path, you could say, with that kind of genre of like fantasy romantic harem kind of thing. It goes against the grain of that, and it's not even a harem really, but it has some awesome fight scenes, some well animated fight scenes also, and a cool plot surrounding the main character Ikki, and just a lot of it's just a really fun watch. And it was one of the more surprised. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. And yeah, that's kind of like a theme throughout these top 10. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. So I guess my expectations are very low at times, but it was really good. I enjoyed it. And you can just watch my review of it. That's already up, or it will be up soon, to hear a more in-depth review of it. Yeah. So number 7 is, when I was trying to put this top 10 list together, it was hard. Doing a top 10 video game list is a lot easier than a top 10 anime list. But number 7, I don't know how this is 7, but it's 7. It is One Punch Man. I've already done a review of this by this point, and it was my favorite anime from fall 2015. Just some awesome fights, animation's great, and it's just a really funny show. Just knows how to perfectly balance between comedy and good action, and yeah, just it's ridiculous at times. I mean, just how Saitama just destroys enemies with just one punch. It's just you don't. Sometimes I didn't know how it'd work out, but it worked out really well, and it was my favorite anime of 2015. And I'm very much looking forward to hopefully more from the series because it's pretty great. And if you like kind of action anime, that's probably one I definitely recommend watching. Yeah, it's just really freaking good, especially the last fight of the season is just like freaking ridiculous. Yeah, so One Punch Man is number 7. Number 6. What is number 6? Number 6 is Tokyo Ghoul Season 2. And I did a review of this a few months ago. Tokyo Ghoul Season 1 was one of my favorite. Was it 2014 that came out? It was either 24. I think it was very early 20. Actually, no. It was summer 2015. No, I mean summer 2014. That's right. There's like a quick turnaround of Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah, it was probably my favorite show of 2014 was Tokyo Ghoul. Unless Nisekoi came out that year. I don't know. No, but Nisekoi... I don't know. But I really like Tokyo Ghoul Season 1. It's one of my favorite animes, period. Season 2, not quite as good as Season 1. Mainly because it gets off to a slow... I wouldn't really say a slow start. It's just a slow start. Like the first few episodes are kind of slow, but then it goes on a 6 episode streak of where it's just really, really good. And the rest of the season, I just really dig that show's setting and characters, and I very much want a season 3 for that. But you can check out my review if you want to get a little more in-depth review of Tokyo Ghoul Season 2. I think it's called Tokyo Ghoul Square Root of A is Season 2. I don't know why it's called that, but it is. Or it's not even square, it's root of A. Because it doesn't have a square, so it's root A. I don't know. I just hope there's more Tokyo Ghoul. Because it has some awesome fights, good animation, most of the time, and a very interesting, and great characters and an interesting plot. But yeah, one of my favorites. Sadly, it wasn't as good as Season 1, but it was still really, really good. So now we're into the top 5. And this was the toughest. I think the toughest spot was number 3, trying to decide that. And then after that, it kind of set itself in order after number 3. Because number 3, I had 5 shows that I all thought could be number 3 or something like that. But even One Punch Man was in consideration for number 3. So that says something. But yeah, number 5, not number 3. We'll get to number 3 later. Number 5 is Shimoneta. I want to make sure I get this. A boring world where the concept of dirty jokes doesn't exist. Now, I didn't start watching this until a few episodes had already come out, and I would say I didn't have high expectations for this anime. I just kind of was I just want to watch something weird and ridiculous. And I found that show. And it is Shimoneta. It is the weirdest anime I've probably watched, but it's really, really good. It's all about censorship of kind of sexual content and just violence, just censorship overall is kind of a big theme, but with characters who wear panties on their heads and a whole bunch of like jokes about dicks and just it's just ridiculous. And I highly recommend checking it out, but it's a show you gotta prepare yourself for because it can be a little bit over the top, but it if you just kind of like accept it for what it is a fantastic show. It's so good, and it's probably the funniest, anime of funniest anime of the year in my opinion. I think. I'm trying to think what I have ahead of it. Yeah, it's the funniest. The rest are all very, very drama filled. Yeah, it's hilarious at most of the time, and it actually has an interesting plot, and the characters are very interesting. I really like that anime. I hope there's a season 2. But yeah, you're just gonna get over how ridiculous it is because it is very ridiculous. But it's worth watching. Trust me. It's ridiculous. Trust me. I know. It's worth watching. Number 4 is now just it's just funny how like number 4 is a anime. I'm like, how is that 4? And then like it's just I thought it was just a really good year, you know. Like if One Punch Man is 7, that says something because One Punch Man's like fantastic and is really really popular right now. But enough. I digress. But number 4 is Plastic Memories, and this was my favorite new anime from. Actually, it was my favorite anime from spring 2015. No wait, I lie. It was my favorite. It was my favorite new anime. I forgot there's another anime later on that I included. And it is I'll be the first. It is the only anime from this year that made me cry. So I think I teared up for one other anime, but I didn't cry. This is the only anime from this year that I cried, and it was Plastic Memories ending. Just a really powerful show. It's about a relationship between this guy and this. I think they're called androids. I know that's not the correct term, but like an android, basically, and. The relationship because the android only has a certain amount of like time left before they have to shut her down, and it's just this weird foreshadowing because you know what's gonna happen at the end, but it's just how just watching these two's relationship and memories, and then it kind of just all ends. It is really powerful. It's not an anime you want to watch when you're down in the dumps, but if you're looking for a good drama and you're looking to just cry, this is one I'd highly recommend. It's just really good. I mean, just one just a really good drama, and it keeps your attention, and it is very sad. Yeah, that's number 4. Number 3 is Charlotte, and this was from the summer season. And Charlotte, as far as just overall quality of an anime from this season, I don't think I could find a better anime, to be honest. Like the episodes, like there's just so many episodes in Charlotte that feel like for like an hour and a half to like 2 hours long, but they managed to get in it, like condense it down to like 2 or like not to like 25 minutes or whatever it is, and you don't feel like you missed anything. They just really like. I know I mentioned this in my review of the show, but they just really nail how we get everything you need to know, and like they just deliver everything they want you to like know and see in just like a condensed 25-minute period that feels like it's much larger than that. And there's like times where episodes, I swear, felt like it was like an hour-long episode, but it wasn't, because it was that well done. But it has a really good story. It's very drama focused, and there's some weird like sci-fi-ish stuff to it, because the kids have powers and stuff like that. And it has a very weird twist. Actually, it's like two twists. Throughout the season, or I guess the anime. Throughout the anime, and it has some very powerful moments. And this was the anime that I teared up for, but didn't cry. But yeah, it has some kind of surprising moments for sure in it, and it'll keep your attention throughout. I think the first episode is a little bit okay. It's good, but it's not as good as the rest of the season is going to be for that anime. So if you can make it through episode 1, you will probably binge watch the rest of Charlotte. It's very, very good. It's number 3, so. And it's some good, cool characters. It's just a very well, all around, well done show. Number 2 is an anime I don't even think I've mentioned at all in any of my videos. And it's one I always, I don't know why, I always forget about this anime. But it's like season 2 is very, very good. And it's My Romantic Comedy Snafu 2. So season 2. I will eventually get around to reviewing this anime, but I like to rewatch things before I kind of review them. And this was in serious contention for number 1, but since I don't remember a whole bunch from Snafu, just because it was in the spring, and I kind of want to rewatch it. But it's number 2 because it has some very good characters. It's a very smart anime, because it's a romantic comedy, as in its title. And I'll say this, I wasn't a huge fan of season 1. Like, I liked it, but I didn't really love it. But when season 2 was coming out, I'm like, I'd like to romantic comedy snafu anime enough to watch season 2. But season 2 was just so good. Like, I was just waiting for every episode every week. And that's when you know you have a good anime, because probably these top 7 anime I've all waited like every single week for the next episode, because I was very much liking it that much. And Snafu, the second it was like midnight or whatever when the episode would unlock, I'd be right on there watching it, because I just wanted to just continue watching anime. And Snafu has just good characters, has a lot of drama. It's a different kind of show. It's funny in like a sly way. In a sly Stallone way? No. In a kind of clever way. And its main character is, when I do a review of season 1, I'm going to go really in depth into, what's his name? Oh gosh, I want to say it's Ikigawa. No, I need to know this. It's like Icky. It's Icky something. I think he's a nickname called Icky from one of the characters. Oh my gosh, what is his name? I need to know this. No, My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu. Sorry. My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu. Hikigawa. It's Hiki. That's right. Hikigawa. He is a very unique character. I'll say that. But I'm not going to spoil my thoughts on him until I actually do a review of My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu. But season 2 been one of my favorite romantic comedy shows, and it is just really well done, and it's a anime that really just makes you think a lot too. Yeah, it's some good characters, so highly recommend checking it out. It's number 2, but number 1 is Rokka-Braves of the Six Flowers. I believe it's the name. Yeah, Braves of the Six Flowers, and this was from the summer. And it's a kind of weird anime because it seems like it's a different genre than it is, but it's very much, at least season 1 is very much a mystery show. Like it's all about figuring out who the 7th Brave is, and that's the whole, like, there's some action and stuff like that, but it's not the main focus. The main focus is figuring out who the 7th Brave is and the drama surrounding it. And I just really, really dug this show. Like, I like all the characters. They're all very interesting and different, and they all have interesting kind of like secrets and stories behind them. But the main character, what's his name? It is. Oh, what's his name? What is his name? Jesus Christ, I can't remember anybody's name. Yeah, the strongest man, Adelet. Yeah, Adelet something. Is a very cool character, and Flamey is the bomb. I love Flamey. She's so cool. But yeah, all the characters are very interesting, and figuring out who the 7th Brave is really just really cool. Like every episode, I was just thinking, who is the 7th Brave? And by like the 6th or 7th episode, I kind of had like 2 or 3 narrowed down to who I thought it was. And it wound up being who I pretty much thought it was. But they do a great way of just kind of keeping you engrossed in the story and the drama going on throughout. And all the characters, like I said, are very interesting. And there's some decent fight scenes. Good music, has a good, opening and stuff like that. And, yeah, I did a review of this, so you can check that out for a more in-depth review. But it's just really, really good. I can't wait for season 2, if there is one. We'll see. Because this anime did not do well. Like, as far as sales go, like, I think it did pretty well as far as the West, but people in Japan just did not dig this. Dig Rokka, which is a damn shame because it's really, really good. Instead of watching like Idol Masters or whatever the hell they're freaking watching, they should watch this instead. But yeah, Rokka, hopefully, I'm very hoping that if there's another season, but it doesn't seem likely, even though I really hope there is. Yeah, Rokka is number one, my favorite anime from this year. And yeah, so hopefully 2016 brings the same kind of quality, because a lot of these are really, really good. Hopefully we get some more seasons of some of these anime. I already know a few anime that I kind of like are going to get new seasons in 2016. So yeah, I'll be checking those out, and I think the winter season begins in like a week or something. So I'll start up that. I'll finish up reviewing the fall 2015 season. But yeah, for my first year of doing kind of reviews and stuff, I like doing, anime reviews and everything like that. I don't know, I like doing it. It's a nice change up from all the gaming stuff I do. And honestly, these videos that I do for anime do better than my gaming videos. So thank you very much for checking these out. I'm glad you kind of like listening to me talk about these anime. I'm no expert at all, but I'd like to think I know a fair amount about anime. I've watched quite a bit. I watched probably like at least 20 anime this year. Just from new anime from this year. I watched probably like 30 overall. So I spent a lot of time watching anime this year, and I expect to do the same next year. But yeah, in the comments below, let me know what your favorite anime from this year were. There's plenty of good options. I'm sure you don't have the same top 10 as me. Actually, I'm pretty sure you don't. But there's a lot of anime I know I missed from this year, but I can only watch so much. There's a lot of anime that I didn't get to include in my top 10 that I wish I could talk about. But anyways, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, everybody, and cheers to 2015 anime. They were pretty good. Hopefully 2016 is just as good. Thanks for watching, everybody.